All right, good afternoon, everybody. Boy, that was really loud. Way too much caffeine. Thanks so much for joining the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. And thank you for joining us at lunchtime on a Wednesday, kind of the middle of the week. And just wanted to kind of sit down and discuss some stuff with folks as we get ready for the launch of the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, over the next couple of days and weeks. Just wanted to kind of provide a longer form, if you will, of what this is, but also maybe have a chance to answer some questions and things of that nature as we go through. So again, thanks so much for those that are taking the time out of their lunch to sit and visit with us, and again, kind of talk more about what we will be doing with this weather platform over the next days and weeks. First off, what is the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank? Again, that is a digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties over 3 states: Southern Arkansas, Northern Louisiana, Western Mississippi. We've talked about the coverage area in some posts here recently, and also just at this point, just kind of trying to bring awareness to where folks can find me now, and where you can find the information that, quite frankly, a lot of us depend on. And so I'm excited to bring this to you in a different form and in a much more efficient form from here on in. In terms of the app, a lot of folks have asked about the app. It is under construction, and as soon as it's available for download, I will let you know about it. I promise. Very excited. In fact, not to get into how the sausage is made, but we've crossed some hurdles in terms of app stuff. App development is a very complicated process, as I am learning very quickly. But we hope to have that ready to go here in the next few days and weeks. And again, as soon as it's ready for download, we will let you know about it. Again, I want to take a few seconds just to again thank the folks that make this possible, including Century Next Bank, but also all of our sponsors and business partners that have been joining in. We've added the West Monroe, West Washita Chamber of Commerce. Payroll Plus was added yesterday, and also very, very brand new, I want to thank the folks from ServPro Monroe, West Monroe, for joining in, and we will have them on board and update you with all the logos and stuff with that down the line. If you would like to take part in this, as a business, how do you get involved? You can email me, jared@digitalweatherdesk.com. And for those that are just sitting at home right now and you're wondering, well, how can I help here in the short term? It's just simple. Follow and share the same information that you've always followed and shared. When severe weather streams come up, share those and make sure that folks have access to them. It's very simple. Just share the content and make sure that your social circle is aware of where they can find all of this information. As I transition into a fully digital realm, I just wanted to kind of bring some information and some heads up to folks that may be having some questions. The way that I bring weather to you on a daily basis, and especially during severe weather, will change. And I think it changes for the better. No longer will you just hear me constantly talking to you endlessly, just constantly jabbering. Bah, 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 bah. There will be downtime. There will be time for me to have an opportunity to send messages to the National Weather Service, forward storm reports to them, to send messages and update folks through the app when it becomes available. I'll be able to send you push alerts, personalized push alerts if you're in the path of storms, and I want to be able to utilize that to kind of give folks an even earlier heads up to storms that are in their area. I want to make this as efficient but also as interactive as is humanly possible for folks to feel like they are getting the information that they need, but that it's also very accessible on your end. For folks that are also asking, how will this work on a daily basis? Essentially, you can expect your daily weather forecasts, and that's the other cool thing about the digital platform in its own right is I get to choose how long these segments are. If we're sunny and 75 for a week, we may be able to handle just 1 or 2 forecasts in a day and update it and send you out on your merry way. And the good weather days, honestly, these services are not needed as much. It's the bad weather days that we all pay attention to and that gets our attention. And so on bad weather days, we talk about, multiple updates on a 2 to 3 updates on a daily basis. Sometimes during severe weather or a landfalling tropical system or a winter weather event, you may get 5 or 6 updates in a day. Those updates may be 5 and 7 and 10 minutes long. On a good weather day, our normal daily forecast may only be 2 or 3 minutes long. We don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your time in your in your digital landscape. I don't want to eat away at your day. So if it's a nice weather day, it's going to be short, quick, to the point. Those extensive severe weather days or winter weather days, and we have a lot to discuss, we're going to take a lot of time to discuss it. 5, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. If it takes 20 minutes, it takes 20 minutes, whatever. You can also expect some bonus content. I'm really looking forward to some of the business partners that we've teamed up with and some of the abilities that they will provide us in what happens if you have hail at your home and you need a new roof or you need your roof looked at. What happens if you have water come into your home during a flash flood event? What happens if a tree falls on your house? How do you deal with insurance in those processes? A lot of questions that are weather related but not directly weather impacted. Those are a lot of questions that a lot of us have, and myself included, and you just don't know where to turn. So we hope to answer some of those questions and provide some insight and some guidance to you along that way. Simple things is how to deal with storm anxiety. Something that's very, very important to me. I know a lot of our area is deeply impacted by severe weather to the point that a lot of us suffer from storm anxiety, and how to handle that, how to manage those emotions and those feelings. We hope to bring you some more information on that. All types of bonus content along the way so that on good weather days, we can still provide something to you. I can still provide something to you that helps serve this community in our area. Speaking of the area, and a lot of folks are excited about this, our coverage area over the ArkLaMiss region, a true ArkLaMiss region. 19 parishes in northern Louisiana, 8 counties across southern Arkansas, and 6 counties across western Mississippi. We are very, very excited to add in our folks across western Mississippi, and I had a lot of folks clamoring here lately, just simply saying that from Natchez to Vicksburg to Greenville, they just kind of felt left out. So we felt the need to add Washington, Issaquah, Warren, Claiborne, Jefferson, and Adams counties in Mississippi, and that also means, and hopefully this gets a little bit of a smirk or a smile from folks. That also means that we will now have Claiborne Parish and Claiborne County. So add that to the Union Parish, Union County, Ouachita Parish, Ouachita County, and now Claiborne Parish, Claiborne County. That'll really confuse some folks. But we're really excited about bringing our friends in from western Mississippi and providing a service to them that they can use on a daily basis. As we continue through this live stream, I'm not going to try to take too much time. I got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of stuff to do before we launch the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. But as we continue to discuss a few things, if you have questions, comments, concerns, drop them below, and we'll be trying to tackle some of those along the way as well. But also things that you would like to see, things that we haven't discussed yet, that I have not said that we are bringing to this area. And if there's something specific that you would like for me to expand on, or for us as a weather collective and as a weather community to discuss, put it in the comments below so we can I can at least write it down. I've got my little spiral notebook here, all kinds of notes and stuff. So again, be sure to just drop them in the comments below. Suggestions, comments, criticisms as we get ready for the launch of this new exciting weather platform. If you have merchandise options, a lot of folks have asked about shirts and hats and stuff like that. That is in the works. But if you have suggestions that you would like to see, be as specific as you can possibly be, and then drop it in the comments below. We may even give you credit for, hey, this is your idea. Maybe you get like a free shirt out of it or something. I don't know. Again, this is the other cool thing about this. This is uncharted territory. No rules. to what we do. This is still going to be very much a professional service. I don't want folks thinking just because Jared has no rules that Jared's going to go off the rails. This is still going to be extremely family friendly. My niece is watching this right now, and I want anything to be consumable for the entire family, that folks can consume this and use this as their one-stop shop, or one of many multiple choices to consume your weather information on a daily basis. Severe weather live information. Expect that to be drawn out in a longer form. Gone are the days of only providing severe weather coverage during tornado warnings. You will be getting, on Facebook and X, you will be getting your warning and watch information auto-posted to those social media channels. So instead of having to wait for me to type everything out that a severe thunderstorm warning's been issued for your area, it'll automatically be posted for your area. Again, efficiency will be key here. Getting the information as quickly as we possibly can to you, and making sure that that you can absorb it as quickly and efficiently as possible, and make it as easily shareable to the rest of the community. And I think that's really where things have grown. As well. Ryan comments in the bottom, partner with other meteorologists that also do streaming to cover severe weather. Already in the works. If you are not familiar, I've actually joined what is called the National Weather Network. If you go to nationalweathernetwork.com, you will see a host of different digital meteorologists across the country, many of them very similar to me, that are providing services for their region on a smaller scale. If you are not familiar with Nick Mikulas down in Alexandria, Nick and Tom cover what's called Cenla Weather, and I know a lot of our friends are kind of joined both pages. I want you to know that Nick is not competition. Nick is very much a friend, and he is responsible, or I guess you could look at it as to blame for this move to a digital platform. He has been so helpful, and we do expect and we do hope to do some collaborative efforts together down the road, and hopefully join in with some other folks kind of adjacent to this area as well. The most important thing is for us to provide a local service for this community. We will also cover some regional severe weather events, tropical landfalling hurricanes that may happen along the Gulf Coast but don't impact us. We'll look at those too. Provide some educational content in terms of severe weather or winter weather aspects, things that we can look at, and that we can provide just additional educational information. Even if it's not impacting us, it gives us an opportunity. So again, there's Nick in the comment. I knew he was going to be watching. I'm assuming his midday update just wrapped up. Nick, thanks so much for joining us. I really look forward to working with Nick. Cenla Weather has been doing some amazing things over a large area in central Louisiana, and we do have a little bit of an overlap. I believe it's Wynn, Grant, LaSalle, Catahoula, Concordia parishes is where our overlap is, and so those folks get double the weather information. And again, I highly suggest that if you are in central Louisiana, you have friends, family in central Louisiana, or in our southern parishes, make sure you follow Nick as well. He's a great opportunity and a great outlet to receive information. So again, don't waste that opportunity. For folks that are joining in and asking again specifically about the app, as I mentioned, app is under construction. As soon as it is ready, we will let you know. And I would expect that to be in the days to weeks category. We're not talking about months and months of waiting. At least I hope not. But again, app building and app development is very new. As I mentioned a couple of days ago, for folks that are joining us, and I want to preach patience. Please, if you and for folks that have wanted to know how can I help, be patient. There's a lot, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of new happening in the Floyd household, and for me personally and professionally. There will be some bumps in the road along the way. There will be some hiccups here and there. I don't doubt it. So again, as we try to bring you something that's efficient and smooth and as helpful as possible, just know that not everything will be as smooth and as efficient as we hope. There will be some bumps and bruises along the way, but we expect those to be learning experiences as this platform continues to jump off and get going. For the links to the other digital meteorologists based on locations, I just suggest go to nationalweathernetwork.com. It'll give you all the info. It'll get you Nick in Central Louisiana, Mississippi Live up in Northern Mississippi. I had a viewer the other day ask about expanding the coverage area out, and we're wondering, well, why don't you just add larger areas? Well, that's a good question, but to be honest with you, in providing a community-based resource like this, I just didn't want to water things down. At the onset, this is a weather team of one. Well, technically two. If you go to the website, digitalweatherdesk.com, you'll see that Stanley, our cat, is the general manager / chief forecaster / quality assurance. He takes his job seriously, folks. But so, yeah, technically a team of two. 1.5, because he really doesn't do much. He sleeps a lot. But at the onset, I didn't want to water down the product by having a team of one meteorologist and trying to cover so much area. What happens in our area, even at the point that we're at right now, I will have folks in that first severe weather live stream when we were spending time on a storm in Ashley County. They're going to ask, well, can you move over to such and such parish? Or can you move over here? Can you move over? And we're going to have to, again, use our time wisely to make sure that we're covering each storm as intently as we possibly can. And so the larger the area, the more storms you have to cover. And again, it can water down and kind of dilute the service. And I just don't want to do that. It's really important to me that this remains a community resource that we can all benefit from. Football forecasts, high school, college, those will all be coming soon. We will have, tropical weather segments, so we just discuss hurricanes on busy hurricane during the peak of hurricane season. Those may be 3, 5, 10 minutes long. If there's nothing to show, they may be 45 seconds long. Again, my goal is to waste as little of your time as possible, and also, for me personally, create a work-life balance. The weather forecasting in this industry is so different than everything else that Mother Nature determines when your days off are. And so if it's a sunny and 75 day, yeah, we're going to take that time to recharge, to avoid burnout, and to make sure that we're energized and refreshed, and that I can bring you the coverage that you need when it matters the most. Obviously, on severe weather days, winter weather days, tropical weather days, there's going to be a lot of hours logged. I wouldn't have it any other way. I truly wouldn't. That's the easy part. The difficult part is making sure that this rolls 24/7, 365, and that it's there even on the quietest of weather days. Ryan asks, is parish another word for county? Parishes are technically Louisiana counties. Yes. I think we're one of 2 states in the country that don't use counties. I think. I don't remember what the other one is, and I'm not going to Google it. But I think there's another state. I think it's not Connecticut. Maine? New Hampshire? I don't know. One of them, they don't use counties either. But yeah, parishes, I believe, I'm from Arkansas originally. I should have paid attention in Louisiana history class, but I didn't have one. But obviously kind of goes back to this is a predominantly Catholic state. So the parishes are divided up in terms of the Catholic Church and all that stuff. At least that's how I think. I hope. Anyway. But yes, Louisiana has parishes. So thanks so much for joining us. And like I said, this is a local community resource, but also I expect folks from all across the country to join us, especially during severe weather outbreaks, landfalling hurricanes, and things like that. You'd be surprised how many folks just nerd out about the weather and want the information. I don't blame them. I'm the same way. So, again, it provides that resource to the folks who need it. Again, I think this kind of covers everything for folks that are going to see this video after the fact. They're going to go, I missed the Facebook Live, or I missed the YouTube Live, because we are also all live. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and X right now. So make sure you join us on all those platforms. But if you see this video after the fact, it's 20 minutes long. But if you join us after the fact and you have questions, comments, concerns, please know that I read them, and that also you can drop your suggestions. Like I said, merchandise suggestions, segments that you would like to see, bonus content that you would like to see that you think could benefit the community. I'm all ears, folks. We're trying to make this as efficient and as much of a one-stop shop for our community as possible. Okay, I think that wraps it up. Boy, I've been loud. I got to back off on the caffeine. But we will join you more. I'll join you more over the next week or two as we continue to get ready to launch the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. And again, if you have questions, concerns, comments, drop them in the comments below. If you are a business and you would like to join in providing this service to our community, you can email Jared at digitalweatherdesk.com and get all that information there. And of course, you at home, how can you help? Just follow us on all of our social media platforms. Like and comment and share on all that content. And just be ready to roll when we are ready to roll here in just a couple of days or weeks as we get ready to launch the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Kind of short notice on a Wednesday afternoon.